The T app has made it to Detroit, bitch, and it is made its grand entrance. Yo ho on there, my ho on there, and my mama's. This app got the whole city in shambles. They so pressed to get in that bitch in and took the baby girl and took a picture of her trying to get in the app. They over there threatening to sue. The T-page comments is worse than Twitter. They is going dumb. They ain't holding nothing back. All y'all is getting exposed. We done made they ass so mad they done went and made an Instagram page for the niggas. They putting y'all pictures up there and that everybody done hit you, cracked you, talked to you, whatever done happened, you're on there. And they letting it all go because they all mad. Detroit ain't been this messy since the Flippagram days, boo. If you seen your boo in that Flippagram, I was over it. But the creator of this app, come here, come to the front. Let's get one going for these studs. That's who we really need to be cracking down, these studs. I need one for the studs. Y'all can have them niggas. I want the studs. And don't let that girl upload her birthday pictures with that wig on. No. I need you to take it right now. Right now. Yeah, I see that hairline. Get out of here. Actually, have me approved, baby. Them 2-strand twists, yeah, you're out of here. Instead of feed in into a bun, out of here. Feed in no edges, out of here. But no, for real, let's get it going, because I just know my...
So, this thing has basically been overwhelming inside of my inbox as far as my emails, and a lot of people are asking me to break down and comment on this stuff that's flooding my timeline. And as soon as I opened up one of you guys' emails to see this stuff, now my feed is just completely consumed with everything about this T app. So essentially what it is it is an app for women, and apparently you have to verify that you are a woman. I don't know how they do that because I haven't actually downloaded it. But it is an app for women, and it's basically going city to city. So it's going to be the next newest thing until a bunch of defamation suits come up, and then it's going to go left from there. But basically it allows for women to be able to upload the photo of men and then talk about whether or not they actually slept with them or not, right? And so it's like a reincarnated actual real application of what you've seen basically even on Facebook and Facebook groups of women that's in, hey, have you talked to this guy? Are y'all dating this guy or whatever? But it's getting super messy, right? And so basically what's happening in my city in particular, I don't know about your city, but in my city in particular, a lot of guys are quote unquote getting exposed. And the women are basically saying whether or not they slept with them, if they got diseases, how messy they are, whether or not they in a relationship, married, all of this type of stuff, right? So essentially it's an anonymous app for women to write nonsense and gossip about each other or gossip about guys to each other. Now, I'm not sure how the application developers are going to monetize it. I'm not sure how things are going to play out, but this is more or less an opportunity for me to say that it is always better to not be messy. And this is why I keep telling y'all, operating with dick discipline will prevent you from finding yourself in this space in the first place. Now, I also see guys that are on it saying, oh my God, I'm in a T-app. So they're looking for clout, right? So it's interesting to see how this thing is going to evolve. But basically what you see is everybody, well, not everybody, all of these women scrambling to basically find out what the red flags are of a guy if a guy ends up winding up being on this application in the first place. But one of the early problems that I see with it is that it's anonymous and anybody can actually write anything. So it doesn't verify whether or not it's the truth or it's a lie because, so what, you just gonna take somebody's word for it?
I don't remember the girl that came on here and told us about that T app, but she was not fucking lying. Listen, I ain't nosy as fuck and I can't resist a little mess. So I download the app and I type in.
She got the Michigan State lanyard. So you'll probably see this pop up on your timeline for whatever city that you in. And you also got to get approved in order to get in.
City, I get to seeing niggas that I know. Y'all, your nigga might be on here, he might be cheating, and he might be giving out that shit. Let me tell you, go download that app. And if you don't know what app I'm talking about, the girl got on here and told us that it's an app. It's called T. It's for women only. And you got to verify that you're a woman and everything before you get on the app. Y'all, you could post him in and get all his 411, his Wikipedia page right the fuck there. And you can post too. Or you can comment. So just go check it out. It's called T, and it's in the App Store, and it's green.
And now I'm starting to see actual real lawyers. I've seen some videos of lawyers female lawyers, by the way, that have come on there and said, yo, defamation cases could possibly be skyrocketing. It is a way for them to be able to petition whoever the application developers are, get the actual IP address of whoever it is that posted the anonymous comment, especially if it's not true, because it can then ruin a guy's reputation and prevent him from getting other opportunities, or even worse, prevent him or ruin his family. And so, again, I see it as messy, and it's starting to get messier. And it's some women that even have the conversation and say, yo, I think this is an opportunity for us to hold men accountable, but I'm not so sure because it can get worse. And I'm also starting to see guys petition to get one on for women. It's weird.
What is going on with the T app? I think we need to have this conversation as a community. I hope this reaches the right audience. Put this on 2x speed. I'm about T app. Specifically in Michigan, what's going on with the T app is actually so sad. So I was having this conversation with a group of friends and we're trying to discuss like what good can come out of this app and like what bad is it doing. And I was like, okay, the only pros that I could think of are that one, men can finally be held accountable for their actions, and two, girls can find out the truth. If a guy is talking to them and lying to them or manipulating them, then at least like they can realize that. But I just don't think this app can really do that, and I don't think that's the effect that it's having in our community. I think it's just breaking men's reputations and giving women the floor to gossip and to lie and overall just like sin. I don't think this is good. I definitely think men should be held accountable for their actions, but I feel like this app isn't going to do that the right way. I think you should be held accountable for your actions by your loved ones, by your friends and family, by people who actually care about you. I think an anonymous comment on an app is not going to make a guy change or grow, or maybe it will, maybe it'll be his wake-up call because he realizes that people are actually going to find out the truth and that his actions actually have consequences. But I think you should do that as a person in general, especially as a Christian. If you love somebody, you're supposed to correct them and save them when you see them living in a state of sin. But nobody wants to have that conversation. It's not easy. So instead, they're turning to things like this where they can anonymously comment something about a guy. But like, if you truthfully are doing it with good intentions and because you want growth in our community and you want somebody to better themselves, then you would just have that conversation with the person. And giving somebody advice and giving them guidance about their choices and about the way that they're living is definitely important and beneficial, but I don't think this is that. I think this is just completely knocking people's reputations, and I think it's strictly for like gossip and entertainment purposes. As a girl, if you were scared of your man being posted on that app, then you need to really reflect and be like, okay, do I not have enough trust in this relationship? Do I need to work on myself in that aspect? Or does this man show me enough red flags for me to be scared? And if the man shows you enough red flags for you to be scared of him being posted on there, and you would believe an anonymous comment, then that should be enough for you to walk away, because you should kind of have an understanding of what his actions might look like based off of his character. You shouldn't just be waiting for like hard evidence that proves the red flag's correct for you to leave.
So essentially what you basically saying and what you are experiencing is that they are now having this application where they're using it to, again, expose men. And it's not just for black men. I've seen a lot of the Arabic community here in the Metro Detroit area, mainly in Dearborn. So it's guys that's on there, and it's Arabic women and Chaldean men and black women and black men. I haven't really seen a lot of white people, but I'm pretty sure that it'll make its way. I'm pretty sure also that there will probably be some way for people to block people from posting them or something like that, especially if you have some kind of relevance or something, but I don't know. Let me know what y'all think inside of the comments. Make sure y'all tap into the Patreon. Link is in the description. Teach Hanley, 40% off your first order, 20% off for life. I love you. I appreciate you. Be careful out here, fellas.